base breakdown and strategies layout. So we're looking at a meta base with both Town Hall and Eagle artillery sitting on far end of the base. And we're gonna grab whatever we can with our Skelly Donut alongside with Town Hall CC. So the possible target we can grab is Infernal Tower. If we can take down all three, that would be very nice. The reality is we have to give up one of them, one of the Infernal Tower. We see one gap in the center. If we taken down both Infernal Tower, we have to give up Town Hall. We have to give up Clan Castle, but Clan Castle is far more dangerous than Infernal Tower. So do not mistaken, it's not the other way around. So compare these two situations. If I left with this single Infernal on the right side, I could charge my Lalo towards the Town Hall, neglecting the single targeted Infernal, and work my Sui on the top section or the bottom section. But as you look closely, the wall structure is very strong, especially on the top section and the bottom section. That makes them a living hell for my Sui group. Don't get me wrong, this could work, but I might suffer from high chances of my hero groups getting wandered off into the wrong path. Once they get into the top section, they might going straight back out into the open due to the structure of the walls. Then you might think this could be easily avoided by sending a few troops from the flank to navigate my Sui group, but they still going up strong wall structure to slow them down. On the other hand, the right section is more vast area, open section. They could work without slowing down by the walls. Simply a skeleton spell could distract this single Infernal while my heroes taking down the Town Hall. And if you look at this multi-Infernal in the center, it has a barrier set across between two of these multi-Infernal. That means the center one is a strong point of defense. Makes my Lalo harder to reach, especially with two of these air sweeper knocking back all my Lalo coming from the left. So I better Skelly Donut the center Infernal, makes a vacuum in the center. It's more of a viable option. Now after that, my Sui group needs better support. So I've been thinking sending in drill machine to support my Sui. Battle alongside my Sui group. And if you wonder why didn't I send in my usual siege machine, Flame Flinger. If I directly sending my Flame Flinger towards the Town Hall, it could be intercepted by the enemy king. So that set us back. And it has a crossbow guarding alongside it. It makes it harder to breach with flame flinger. Let's set that aside and analyze other option for flame flinger. If we do a flame flinger at the bottom section, there's a crossbow guarding the bottom section, so we can forget that. What about the left section? Seems pretty good, but it has no direct benefits to serve either my Lalo group or my Sui group, especially they're sitting across far side of the map, not fighting side by side. What about the top section? Sounds pretty good. It sets up a good funnel for my hero group, but I didn't choose this option. First, the top section has good crossbow precision to guard any attack coming from flame flinger. And if you look at the right section, it's a bulky area, not like the bottom section needs a funnel, a clear funnel. For instance, if I'm going in from the bottom section with my Sui, I need a good funnel. But today we're looking at the right section. It's a bulky area. It's easier to step in, so it doesn't need any heavy funneling. It only requires a light funnel, a few super baby dragon, and will do a good funneling work. Third, it's a high pressure section. All the defense gets pushed to the edge of the map. The minute you the minute you deploy your flame flinger, you get hit by all directions. It's like none other area. Such high pressure area is not friendly to flame flinger. What I would approach this section is send in a golem, then following up with heroes or drill machine. Then why didn't I do that? Why didn't I approach with this kind of approach? That means my Lalo groups is going through the town hall section or coming from the bottom section. If I'm going from the bottom section, starting from the left, I'm going up a wind. So, bad idea. You can forget about that. And what about going in from the town hall section? There's a gap between two sections. There's two chains, a series of defense building piling up on each section. And if I'm stepped in from the town hall, I might get deflected out into the open and work my way around all over again. But this time I get heavily knocked back by the windsweeper. Instead of stepping directly, I might take the long way round and suffer heavy casualties. And even if I did manage to step in directly and spread out in the back end, I simply take the big fat bait. It's a trap that was laid down by this base designer. After I stepped in this kill zone, all the heavy defense firing up on us simultaneously annihilated all the remaining Lalo group, which were out of warden invincibility. Due to it, they were just stepping out of the town hall blast zone. So how do we deal with this chain of hard-hitting defense on the left section? The best way to approach is within stack formation and do a sweep motion coming down from the top, or just line them up and jump them at the same time. But the last one requires lots of spell rip support and warden ability, so I wouldn't recommend neither to charge my Lalo from 7 o'clock through the bottom section and going upwind and having to deal with the town hall blast zone at the end, or Lalo going in town hall section through the bottom section. And by that means, I wouldn't recommend Sui group going into the top section, because that is exactly what the base builder wants you to do. It's a bait. So back to the plan. This bulky area supposed us to deal with it with Sui group. We just have to be aware of this single inferno. With a good combination with drill machine, could be a much easier job. What do we do with our Lalo group and the rest of the map? We either pile them up, stack them up, or line up and jump at the same time. So we want to save our warden ability at the most severe situation. It'll be the queen section. So there's two directions of approach. So either from the top or from the bottom. The difference is we get a heavy knockback from the air sweeper if we're going from the bottom. If we're lucky, started from the top, we will have a better angle at approaching the first windsweeper and prioritize to get it destroyed. And after that, it'll have a better environment for our Lalo groups. And the last air sweeper has less effect coming from the side. If we started our Lalo from the top, by the time we're getting knocked back by the second air sweeper at the bottom, it's already during the end of the game. It has less effect and possibly get destroyed from all directions, and rendezvous at the bottom with our hero group. And that's about it. Let's look at the replay.